All right, we are back. Second episode of Agatha All Along. We get to meet the rest of the witches, which surprisingly stay within close vicinity of each other.
Was it 3 miles or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's that number again.
Oh yeah.
There's that. Yeah, see
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
details. Um, such is Amita, who I know from Saturday Night Live. Uh, Patty Lupone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, I can't think of Mrs. Hart. They just know they put her name as Mrs. Hart in there. Yeah,
Mrs. Foreman,
I want to talk about that real quick.
Eric's mom.
I'm gonna jump ahead real quick. No, I'm not gonna jump ahead. I'm gonna save it because it's something that happens later that gave me 70s show vibes.
I was gonna say the joke in the
So going to the reader, and she plays this whole role very well. Miss Lupone plays this role very well. But she's not that big of a sham. And
she's not a sham at all.
She's not a sham at all. She's just playing the role of a sham. Just, because people are gullible. They are.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh like that.
Only to figure out, oh no, she's kind of real deal. She's like, no, I know who you are. And you're sitting back, you're like, damn, Agatha, how many people did you really piss off?
Everybody.
In your big age. What did you do?
Shall we travel that road? Shall we travel that road?
I hope we will see that.
Yeah.
Telling people how old you are off rip. 450, bitch? Like, really? You just gonna throw out my whole thing? Damn.
She did kind of give her a look too. She was like, really? Nate, we'll start with you. What did you think starting the second episode off?
Honestly, you'll get a kick out of this for me. It kind of reminded me when she and Teen started going. It kind of reminded me of Kermit and Fozzie traveling in the Muppet Show. That's what it gave me the vibe of. You could tell who was the straight man and who was the funny man.
Oh, I should write that down. Here, there's a pin in my
just
this pin.
Threw it out the window. I was like, let's go. But when she went in and was trying to get she said all you need was spark, and she happened to stop off of there. I said, what shenanigan? And then she came up with that really awful Southern accent. I just started laughing.
That was
off the spot. Says the gold bars in the backyard. I damn near pissed my pants. Said, how many tropes are we stomping on today just to make this point? But honestly, that's about as far as I got. And I know when I get off of here with the crew, I'm going to go back in there and watch that because this intrigues me. This genuinely intrigues me. Storytelling is one of my favorite things. If the characters are meh, that's okay. But if you're giving me an engaging story and everybody's great and they're contributing to it, you've got me. Popcorn, everything in front of the phone will be ignored. I will be in this. So I'm invested.
Far.
So did anybody? I couldn't tell this was just like them having a second car to catch either like other shots. Did anyone peep that they were being followed like every time they were in the car?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And I couldn't tell if that was just me looking too hard into it because then they kept cutting to the weird ass crows in there. The crows and the rats.
It was different cars too.
Yeah.
The crows and the rats at every location, and then apparently she's just been pissing off people for like all of a millennia, or her name is such bad juju. It's given all witches a bad name. Because she was when she was at the reader, she's like, "You're the reason they think we eat babies and like hang children and all this other weird stuff."
So that's what she said. Well, they are.
I want to see that, Agatha.
I want to see because clearly this woman is jaded and has no humility and is just mean to everybody. So clearly you earned whatever Wanda did to you. I feel like I want to see a little bit of what she did to each of them just in the past because Aubrey Plaza wanted her. First off, Aubrey Plaza she went for the perfect self.
It's almost like the jilted lover vibe.
Absolutely.
Jilted lover / she went for the perfect sell pitch in the beginning of this episode. Like
Because
very
she's
much.
like, I'm mad at what you've done, but I know I can't kill you, but I want to.
Like Agatha very much like pulled the whole Vegeta there. It's like, don't you want to fight me at my most powerful? Say less. Kill if we get need to till we can do this properly. And
That's
then
kind of brilliant, actually.
I'm curious if they never made it out the house, or if Teen just got dragged out in front of Mrs. Foreman and she just didn't tell anybody.
A lot of those neighbors didn't say a lot of shit. When it came down to Agatha, they just kind of like, yeah. She's on her stuff again. Go the other way.
Neighbor minded his black ass business. I respect it.
Yeah. I respect it. Absolutely respect it.
That black man said, "I don't want them saying I seen you, did nothing to you, you naked. I just I'm trying to put this jacket on you, but okay, you don't want the jacket. Fine."
Yeah, Teen casting the spell to at least get her out of it for this episode was interesting, and that his fingertips are also already black, or they were at least in the spell, in the hex of her mind. I'm trying to look past his personality, be like, why are you really here? Because to say you just want to learn how to cast spells and fly feels like a very childish ass reason.
In Navy, he reminds me, and it's a DC character. He reminds me of Clarion the Witch Boy.
Oh wow!
DC. He reminds me.
I feel like Clarion.
He has a look.
Okay.
Clarion is the same level of childish, at least a young Justice, but you respect his power set.
He comes off bratty, but he knows his stuff.
And then when you meet the female version of Clarion, she's even worse.
Yeah,
like she was stringing people's insides up just as decorations. Yeah. But they but it's like you want to be like, all right, can we just like do whatever y'all need to do with him and get him the hell out? But then they keep bringing you back in with, why can we not know his name or backstory for some reason?
That's why they're, especially with Agatha, I feel like I need to keep him around because this intrigues me. There's a reason why I can't see or hear what his name is. There's a reason why when I asked him, what's your backstory? Where are you from? And I've gotten nothing, like mumbling, can't hear it.
The radio comes through. Yeah, the radio came through clear, but she couldn't hear him.
Like fingers, the ambient noise.
I need you around because I need to. There's something about you, and I need you around because other than that, you're not really you're not serving a purpose outside of my curiosity.
That part.
I feel like that's his role for all of us as the viewers, because if the witch's road is as dangerous as they say, I don't know. I think Mrs. Foreman might not make it out of here because she ain't supposed to be. I think she's in the place that Aubrey is supposed to be in. Because she said there was just a black heart as the name, and that's what she kept saying she had in her chest when they were fighting.
Whoopty.
I really enjoyed the quote unquote scary segments, like the person coming down the stairs, one witch at the in the street, and then it was 6, and then it was however, and then
you see what Herb did. Herb did the typical black person. And he was just like,
right. He responded.
And then when they split, he was just like, fuck these groceries. I'm going in the house.
I was like, thank you, Herb, for not getting got. We beating stereotype. Beating the stereotype 2 episodes in.
If you got kids, Herb, and they asking about, I know you probably said, no, it's spam in the cabinet. Go get that. I'm not going back out there.
I'm gonna make it.
Lady Mandalore.
I really liked episode 2. I hate when they cut shit short and extend the ending scene, like they're gonna reveal something in like the last 10 seconds. That's the only thing that really pissed me off about that episode. I'm trying to figure out who this. I'm sorry, I was researching. I'm trying to figure out who this boyfriend is because I don't know who he is, but he's not. Hulkling. It's weird.
Normally weird. It's supposed to be Hulkling, but we have a scar. We're still not sure if it's supposed to be canon, and I think that was just an establishing shot of he's been talking like this for 2 episodes. Yes, he is. Moving on. Because once you're inside the Witch's Road, who are you gonna call for the next 8 episodes?
Ghostbusters.
Oh, she beat me to it. She beat me to it.
Set her up for that one.
Yeah.
Walk right into that one. I can't even get mad.
My gaming buddy did not disappoint me.
I don't see that serving a purpose. I don't see that serving a purpose other than confirming what you already knew.
So what?
Also,
what did you come up with, Lady Mandalore?
I can't find anything. There was a song that played, the ringtone that played for him. I can't find the song for him at all. The name of the band, I can't find the band. Nothing. So I
like this.
Super
it
red
may be
fucking
distorted because you were right about the song in the first X-Men episode.
I didn't. It was something weird. There's something off. Something's off. I think that's
one way to keep it.
And it didn't say boyfriend because nobody says boy F. You would say BF or something like that.
Boy,
and he doesn't have a name. I mean, just off the rip, your boyfriend don't have a name in your phone.
You just put boy F. That doesn't sit right. Yeah, I know.
That's weird.
It doesn't seem. It seems weird. Yeah, it seems extremely weird that you It's a weird choice, but maybe it's weird for a reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we all just old, and that's why they address each other now. They just cut the entire second other part of the word off.
Nah.
I'm gonna ask my students because I don't think that is.
That ain't.
Do y'all just call each other boys and girls now?
I don't know. What else happened in this episode?
The coalition of witches is actually.
We all know that Aubrey's supposed to be part of this coven, right? Like,
that's what I was saying when she said the fifth witch was it wasn't a name, it was just a black heart, and she said her heart was black in the beginning.
And she wouldn't tell Teen who was on the list, and she ate the list.
That sounds like if it's a series of individual tests to move forward, what y'all gonna do when Mrs. Foreman has her turn? I was surprised the song worked.
Look,
right. That's the other thing. I'm like, how the fuck? This one's what's her name?
She was the Earth Witch. Mrs. Foreman was the Earth Witch.
Earth Witch, Green Witch. I don't know the rest of them.
She's a divination. Potions. You have the divination witch. You have your potions witch. You've got your Green Witch, your Earth Witch, and I'm not sure what Agatha is to all of that.
Green is not Earth.
But
I think you have an Earth Witch. I think there's an Earth Witch and a Green Witch, which now is replaced with Mrs. Foreman.
But Mrs. I think the green. I think it's strictly for her color, and it's strictly for Aubrey. Well, I cheated. I looked it up for Aubrey Plaza's character. She's actually the Green Witch.
Of course you looked.
Right. Of course I looked it up. I mean, I'm a blurb. Why would you put this in front of me and act like I'm not going to look into it?
I'm about to say you should have seen the way she was looking. You knew she was doing something.
I was trying not to see the way she was looking. I'm drawn to this. I am drawn to this. I can't explain why.
There are so many nuances with this show that haven't even been revealed yet that are going to add to this. So that is what excites me.
Grill the horror. Now I saved you for last.
Nah, I mean, listen, I got up to when they started to assemble. So I saw like maybe half of that when they all came to our house. So I saw like maybe half of what you're talking about. So I am very intrigued about what Whoopty is talking about. I guess that sequence of horror. I'm very intrigued about that. I'm gonna see the rest of it as soon as we get off.
Really good.
Yeah, you cut it off right. Before it got crazy.
Same.
That
okay.
Yeah, that scene with them in the basement is because Mrs. Foreman is there. And so I was getting the 70s show vibe when they're always in the basement getting high, and I'm like, why? I'm like, did y'all do this on purpose? Or
the joke, what they had her say, definitely that had to be a reference.
Yeah, but to Safari's point, they did. The joke. What was the joke?
Oh, they were like, "Where's our Green Witch?" Oh no, I don't take drugs. I was like, she's
Oh.
And then right behind her is the laundry machine, which is where they were always getting caught.
She's like, are we gonna do laundry together? It was every bit Mrs. Foreman. Every bit Mrs. Foreman. just completely just oblivious to what's going on, but somehow I don't think she's gonna be the sacrifice. I think she's just like,
I hope
all right.
not.
She's gonna be like, she's gonna probably be the one that had like a significant amount of power.
Right. We're gonna
like,
find out that she's stronger than we thought.
Yeah, she's like, and then pop, and then something happens.
Also,
I do
no
have
shoes.
one question though.
So go ahead, Whoopi.
The question is, what is harassing Patty LuPone's character, the divination witch? Like,
yeah, because she keeps saying, "Get away from me! Don't touch me!
Get away from me!" I want to know who or what is harassing her.
Well, if we know what is it, Professor Trelawney, she always has something that enters her body unbeknownst to her, or is always randomly expelling truths from her. So I think it's just
You think her divination is like Professor Trelawney? Because at least from episode 1, it felt like it was more natural to her, like she was actually speaking. But I don't know if something happened in episode 2 that made you think that.
She doesn't know that she's speaking when she's doing these things.
Yeah, because they always give her a look.
You can hear her, but it's not her talking. Mm-hmm. Like when she asked to see the name of the people on that list. Mm-hmm. She had no fucking clue about any of the people on that list. She had to be informed after the fact.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, she didn't even realize her name was on there.
Yeah,
she
went full possess mode into writing everything out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to next Wednesday. They obviously are making it. And first off, Lainey,
I think it's Thursday.
When you hear that, is it Thursday or is it Wednesdays?
I think it's Thursday.
I thought it was Wednesday. I thought we were doing Witchy Wednesdays again.
Yeah,
I thought so.
Yeah, I think it's Wednesdays.
Yeah,
they wouldn't change it on release.
Halloween is on Thursday. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they would have released. Yeah, they would release it the day before.
Episode every Thursday.
Okay.
Well, damn.
Which I guess. All right. If that's where
y'all. So that means it's gonna be Penguin and this on the same day.
They're killing me, Smalls. So I'm looking forward to it. Lainey, when you hear that song's catchy as hell.
They was harmonizing on that Witch's Road. They're trying to get all the award nominations over that one.
Listen, I actually had the Agatha. It was Agatha all along. Ringtone. Stop playing.
I didn't think it was gonna go on that long, which isn't a bad thing. I was like, I don't know if everybody here can sing. I don't know how long y'all are gonna be holding these notes. And I'm like, oh, y'all did a full on performance.
And then when it was over, they were like, you were flat, you were pitchy.
That was hilarious.
She was pointing them out, but yeah, I like where this is going. I like what they're doing. I can't wait to see this next episode. I'm not gonna fall into that rabbit hole before we check out. I'm not gonna fall in that rabbit hole like everybody did with WandaVision. WandaVision was nuts. All right, that was just that whole rabbit hole of trying to figure stuff out. I'm like, yo, by 5th episode, I'm like, would you guys stop it? Just let this thing play out. But yeah, I am with it. But before we go, you know what we got to do.
Wrap up protocol initiated, Captain.